Hi, I'm Mike Wilder, and this is Wilderwords, a blog about learning English. In English, we have a few different ways to talk about events that will happen in the future. The simple future, which is the word will plus the verb, is used to express voluntary actions, things we decide to do on our own and are certain will happen. I'll buy a new car next year. Note, in that last example, I used the contraction I'll instead of I will. Bob will pick you up at 7 p.m. These are actions in the future. Another way that we talk about the future is the construction, the verb to be plus going to. This is the English equivalent of the futur proche in French. I am going to buy a new car next year. We are going to hire 3 salespeople next week. Nous allons embaucher 3 vendeurs la semaine prochaine. The third is the present continuous tense. Now, it sounds strange to use the present continuous tense to describe something that will happen in the future, but I hope to make it easier for you to understand. I spoke about this tense in my first ever blog video. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to it in the description below. So let's look at our example in both tenses. We are going to hire 3 salespeople next week. We are hiring 3 salespeople next week. It really sounds like both of these sentences are saying the same thing, but there's a difference. The difference has to do with intention versus certainty that the event will happen. We use to be going to describe a plan. Using this form of the future means that you intend to do this, c'est votre intention de le faire, but it still isn't certain that you will do it. I'm going to lose 30 pounds this year. We are going to hire 3 salespeople next week. These are all plans that are being discussed, but it is possible that these plans will change and the actions won't really happen. We use the present continuous to say that the plan is more than just a plan. It's a certainty. So let's quickly review the present continuous. And here's what it looks like. We start with our timeline. This is the future, and this is the past. And here we are in the present. The present is right now. An action in the present continuous started in the past, it's still happening right now, and it will end sometime in the future. We don't have to know when. You are watching this video. It started about 2 minutes in the past, and it will end in about 4 minutes. You are learning English. Maybe you started last year, a year ago in the past, and your course will finish a year from now in the future. If you are answering the telephone, it might have started ringing 2 seconds ago, and it will end in 2 more seconds when you say hello. The exact times don't matter in the present continuous as long as the activity started in the past, is happening now, and will end in the future. So let's go back to our earlier example. We are going to hire 3 salespeople next week. This means we intend to do this. It's our plan, and we have to get started. We are hiring 3 sales representatives next week. Well, this means, we advertised for candidates 2 weeks ago. The Human Resources Department has already started doing interviews. The final hiring decisions will be Friday or Monday next week. We are hiring 3 salespeople next week because we have already started the process. The hiring itself, the actual you are hired, will be in the future. But we've actually already started doing it because hiring someone is a longer, more complicated process. If I say at 3 p.m., 3 in the afternoon, I'm going to have pizza for dinner, it's a plan. It's 3 hours away, and I could change my mind, but that's my plan. Once I get home, and I pick up the phone and call the pizzeria and order my pizza, I can say, I am having pizza for dinner. It's in the future because the pizza has not arrived yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen because I've already put the plan in motion. So, be going to is for things that we plan and we expect will happen, but they might not happen because we haven't started it yet. And the present continuous is for things that we plan, have started to arrange, and are certain will happen. Well, that's all for today. Please share this with colleagues and friends. If you need lessons, either private or in small groups, in person in Montreal, or by Skype anywhere in the world, or if you need translation help, please write to me through the blog. And have a great day.